everyone, welcome back to Alpha Insights. I'm Riley.
And I'm Harper. Great to have you with us today. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
Big story on our radar. Elon Musk quietly bought a small optical interconnect startup, and that move is turning a lot of heads across the AI hardware world.
Right, and the real question here is not just who he bought, but why he bought it. It's a signal about the next stage of scaling AI, how you move data inside giant systems.
Exactly. The startup's core product converts electrical signals into light at 1.6 terabits per second. Think 800 gigabit and 1.6 terabit lanes, and claims much lower power use, roughly a third of rival modules.
And importantly, they use a manufacturing trick called flip-chip die bonding to assemble the optical engine, which is a high-volume semiconductor packaging method instead of slow manual assembly.
So what Musk bought isn't another GPU. He bought the plumbing that helps GPUs and other accelerators actually scale, moving huge amounts of data faster, cheaper, and with less power.
That's a big shift in priorities. xAI runs a massive GPU cluster, and SpaceX has multi-year compute deals and internal plans for space-based compute. All of those projects face the same bottleneck: data movement, not just raw chip count.
Which brings us to Poet Technologies, the public company that's been saying for years the same thing: photonics. And industrializing photonics is the enabling layer for AI infrastructure.
Exactly. Poet's angle is different from the flip-chip approach. They build an optical interposer at the wafer level, integrating electronic and photonic devices together before you even cut the chips out of the wafer.
So rather than assembling parts fast, they make the integration part of the semiconductor process itself. The payoff they're pitching is lower cost, lower power, smaller size, and designs that can scale like mainstream chips.
Interesting. Analysts note that both approaches, flip chip versus wafer-level interposer, are trying to solve the same problem: manufacturability, not just lab performance.
And Poet is not just theorizing. At their investor meeting, they said they now have more than 10 active customer engagements that combined could exceed $100 million in future annual revenue.
Right, and they're targeting a production ramp in the second half of this year, aiming for capacity up to 1 million units per month by the end of next year, supported by about $50 million in planned equipment spending.
They also raised $830 million in equity over the last 12 months and could get up to $661 million more if warrants are exercised. Headcount is around 115 now, and they plan to add roughly 50 people.
Those are big resource moves. But we should be clear, these are company projections. Customer engagements and capacity targets are promising, but the ramp still has to execute.
Totally. And here's the honest counterpoint. Musk's deal creates a well-funded, vertically integrated competitor that may not need to sell into the open market if it meets internal demand from xAI or SpaceX.
Exactly. So, while the category is validated, competition is going to get fierce. Poet faces execution risk, pressure from incumbents, and the reality that capital-heavy rivals can move fast.
Still, the big takeaway is that light, photonics, is increasingly viewed as the choke point for large-scale AI systems, and Musk's purchase is a public confirmation of that shift.
Yeah, that's a good point. And what I find interesting is how the debate moved from raw compute to data plumbing. Who can manufacture at scale and low cost will matter as much as who builds the biggest GPU farm.
Summing up: 1. Musk buying an optical startup signals the importance of optical interconnect in AI scaling. 2. Poet has a different manufacturability approach and already reports customer engagements and planned volume production. 3. Execution risk and new well-funded competition mean the race is on, not decided.
Bottom line, this is a category-level validation, and it's now a very noisy battlefield. Follow the execution milestones and customer wins, not just the headlines.
Got questions? We'd love to hear them. Head over to stockalpha.ai, where you can ask us anything via the Q&A feature, and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content.
Yep, we'll be watching the production ramps and customer updates closely. Thanks for listening. Talk soon.